Hello and welcome to Bakerstreet.coasters. But today I'm talking about my first ever roller coaster, which I rode back in 2011, I think it was. I'm not actually quite sure. I think it was definitely back in 2011. Now I was 4 at the time, and I have ridden it 2012, 2013, 2014, up to this present day, even though there was a huge gap that I missed. Now, Ben 10 Ultimate Mission, or as we all know it, Accelerator at Drayton Manor, is a Intamin. It's a Vekoma Junior Boomerang. No, not Intamin, could be Intamin. And it is located in the area of Frontier Falls. Hello. At Drayton Manor. Now, Frontier, if you don't know what Frontier Falls is, it's their new area featuring their all new roller coaster Gold Rush, which opened quite a few days ago. They also have, I think it was yesterday it opened. They also have the Haunting. They have the Barrel Ride. I forgot what that's called. And then you've also got Sheriff's Showdown. Now, with Accelerator just being here, or Ben 10 Ultimate Mission, whatever you decide to call it, with Accelerator also being in this area, it's really not themed to anything to do with... What's my favourite colour? My favourite colour is blue. It's not themed to anything within this area because it's a garage inside now, and I'm there just like, what's a garage got to do with the overall aspect of a cowboy theme? I'm there just like, that really doesn't make any sense. However, that is a present day. From when I used to ride it, we used to have a really good Vekoma Boomerang, which was Ben 10 Ultimate Mission. Now, if you don't know what Ben 10 was, it was in the area of Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network is, I think everyone knows who Ben 10 is. How do you know all this? Because I study this. I don't study this. I don't know. I just know it. Now, if you know what Ben 10 is, Cartoon Network, if you go and look at Cartoon Network, you'll clearly find like the really rubbish version of Ben 10 nowadays. They used to have something named Ben 10 Ultimate Alien Force, and then they had Ben 10 Ultimate, they also had Alien Force. Now, Ben 10 Ultimate Alien Force and Ultimate Mission is very much a link together, where you've got stuff like Asgard, I think his name is, and he goes around in the queue line. You used to have TVs in this queue line of Accelerator or Ben 10 Ultimate Mission, and you also used to have the Omnitrixes. I will give you a full walkthrough of this because I've got it up here now. Now, with this in mind, the theming to this whole queue is absolutely stunning. Like, you had Ben 10, it really well themed. It really did have a good storyline to it, and it just told you, and it was very interactive, immersive, and it just got you in that moment of what you're about to ride. Now, if you don't know what the hell I'm on about, and probably you don't, what has happened here? My card is in the way of. There we go. Now, if you didn't know clue what the hell I am on about, then I have got a full review right here. So there you go. There's the Ben 10. Now, I love that. There you go. Same ride mechanism, the Vekoma Boomerang. And then we've got these little things which are still there today. It goes back in itself. You had this really cool thing up here, which I will go through in a minute, actually. Now we enter the queue line. Thank you so much for whoever gave me this. Oh, it's Asthma. It's Asthma who is talking. That's the guy. So there you go. This is the first section which I would absolutely want to talk about. However, I will go through the whole thing first and then I'll go back to it. In order to observe more alien life forms, you will need to pass through the decontamination center. These alien beings are extremely sensitive, and I cannot be infected them with your filthy earth bacteria. Please proceed down the corridor. Okay, and then you lead back off to the ride. Now, like I said earlier, I absolutely adored that whole theming, interior and exterior, out. And I can go and speak to you about the thing that I did just tell you about, well, the little thing on the ride. So, let's start off with this, shall we? Now, like I said, I rode this back in 2016, 2012, 2014, so I know quite a lot about this first ride. So first we have TV screens, which is very, very beneficial because this ride, Accelerator nowadays, doesn't even have TV screens in the queue line. The whole ride theming here, though, it has stayed the same, and I can tell you it stayed the same because over there, there is a Ben 10 logo literally fitted to the thing. That would be really cool to see them cover over it. Instead, no, they've literally kept it the same green and black, which the Ben 10 logo is. I have put it on my story, so if you haven't gone and seen it, go and look at my I've put it on my Instagram. Go and look at my Instagram, Bakerstreet.coasters. And then all these glass images here are just like, I don't think they're anything now. I think they're meant to be like pistons. But these here are the Omnitrixes of Ben 10. And I also loved how that theming really fitted well into what you're about to be in. Because you're apparently in the Omnitrix. Because Azimuth up here, this guy, you can't see the guy. He's a small little guy with 2 green eyes. Azimuth is the guy who created the Omnitrix. This is like a Ben 10 whole thing here because I used to watch it when I was younger, and that is why you've got the 3 versions of Ben 10. That's the Ultimate Mission, that's the normal Omnitrix, and that's the Alien Force Omnitrix. And with that in mind, it really does tell a good story of what you're about to ride, because when Ben 10 goes and chooses Alien, you're basically the alien he is choosing to be. Now, all this theming in the current queue line is still here, just a different colour. It's got little, they've redone this pipework stuff, it's like blue, all flashing inside them, which I think is really cool. You don't have these Ben 10 logos at the top anymore. You've got nothing there. Like, this whole theme of this ride is absolutely just, demolished and turned into a garage. But we'll explore more of that later on. Let's, so yeah, like I said, you can literally see it right here. That Ben 10 logo is still, every single one on every single plat around here is still there, which I think is really annoying, because it'd be really cool to see them retheme it, instead just keep the Ben 10 logo. There we go. There is the Omnitrixes. You've got, so that's the old Omnitrix. That's the Ultimate Omnitrix, and then you've got that's the Alien Force Omnitrix, and then you've got the Ultimate Mission Omnitrix. Now, these glass canisters here are still here with nothing in them, and it'd be pretty cool to see something inside them nowadays. I'm not quite sure how they had this standing up, because actually I do, because I've got it standing up right here, so now I see. But I find that really, really cool. Vilgax is the alien guy. Sorry about. Now, one thing I have just said is that you have more TV screens in this thing, because I love how you have TV screens. It's really interactive, it keeps you occupied, and I remember the queue being so out the door for this ride. The light changing too, which I think is really cool. Like the fact that we have a light changing aspect in this room. I don't think we have light changing aspects in this room anymore. But then that's the Ultimate Mission. That's the Ultimate Alien Force right there. And you also have these screens here which are no longer on. And they're just nothing. I don't even think they're even there. I think they've just been boarded up. But you used to interact with the TV screens. It showed you many things about what it's presenting here, like the models appear. Like, for example, this is the Omnitrix thing here, which was presenting the thing up there. But yet again, it seems like this whole investment to this ride has just dimmed down so much lately. And like I was saying earlier, you had all these Ben 10 stuff. Now, I didn't quite see them. I don't think they're still there anymore, because if it was, then it would be pretty concerning, But that's a really good theming to this element. And then we enter this sort of thing, like you're actually going through the Omnitrix itself. If you're a huge fan of Ben 10 like me, you would know what all this stuff is about. Is this still in HD? Can I change the... There we go. And then over here we've got Vilgax's things. So mention Vilgax, you've got Vilgax's sort of alien eggs. And then in here you have strobe lighting, you have echoes, you've had heat blast. I have no clue what the hell that alien is. But you actually have good theming in this queue here. Because firstly, you've got flashing lights. Secondly, you have all the you've got all the Alien Force people there that you know. You've got TV screens down here. Yeah, again, TV screens, something we're missing huge in this whole entire queue line. You've got all the aliens in the air. You've got some really good lighting. You've got these things. Are like contamination zones here. You've got more echoes because echoes can duplicate. Like I said, more TV screens which are interactive. It's just very unique, and like I said, look, you got how Ben Tennyson transformed into these aliens. You're literally in the Omnitrix. You got Rex up there, which you shouldn't see. And then you enter. And then you enter the ride itself, which this here is just another TV screen which has Vilgax on, I think. Now, Vilgax is like the enemy of Ben Tennyson. Now, some things that I really did like, and I've mentioned this, just mentioned this. TV screens, full aspect of elements. You've got features such as strobe lighting. You have interactions in there with like TV screens and like more interactive pads. You have the overall aspect of looking at stuff. You've got wires hanging from the ceiling. You've got the Ben Tennyson hanging ceiling wall kind of like things, which I think really does play the part to this whole entire thing. In fact, believe it or not, that was the first ever roller coaster I ever ridden, and I tell you now, that was probably the best of its time, especially when it's Cartoon Network land. When it was in Cartoon Network land, it was pretty cool to see Ben 10 being there, because Ben 10 was a huge hit back in the day. So no longer there. Cartoon Network has lost the licensing. Now got Thomas Land. Thomas Land was still there, but Cartoon Network could have stayed in that land, but apparently not. So we've just seen Ben 10 there, Ultimate Mission. Now I adored Ben 10 Ultimate Mission, and there are also stuff I adore with the wide intensity compared to now, and now that will all lead up to what I'm about to say here with Accelerator. Now, I did take this from the Drayton Talks, so I do tag Drayton Talks into this. So, first things first, Accelerator has this thing up here, and it's got like stop symbol there. Now, this has changed recently. This whole facade has changed into a re-theme of like wood. It's named something else now. So it'd be pretty cool to see Accelerator get a whole re-theme. However, this is what the current queue line stands at. You've got all that really nice facade there. Well, used to anyways. And then in here you've got this stuff which I've literally just painted over the old Ben 10 logos. See, the queue line is just not good. Yes, you've got these being bright colours, but I absolutely adored it when it was different. And in here, seriously, now, firstly, I don't even remember TV screens being there, so I'm a bit confused about that. Actually, no, that TV screen wasn't even on at that time. literally, this is Accelerator, and this is what it used to. Well, this is what it used to be. It is no longer like this. Facade to this is no longer like it is. I like how it was with facade. I can't lie. But the inside now. Going on about this here. This is like static motion. I don't like this. This is very much static. The old ones were static. The Ben 10 Omnitrixes were static, but that is just static. Why would you change that for that? I don't know. But yeah, again, it's all to do with IPs. That the IPs for that. But they could have made that a little bit better. I mean, there's so much they could have done. Instead, they just put a static whatever that thing is in there. Now, another thing is that they have got rid of some of the Ben 10 logos, but instead they've done it with like Ben 10 things. Literally, this is just a overlay of Ben 10, which I think is really, really funny. And you can say that because of the green colour here, which Ben 10 normally have. You can also see the TV screen from this area has been took out. You've also the interactive pads have been took out of each area. You have the blue wiring, but that's all it shows. And then, like I said earlier, you've literally got that Ben 10 symbol right there. So it just shows that this area, this whole entire ride needs a retheme, and it just needs to get stripped out. I swear they haven't put. They did replace some of the ride mechanism, like ride screens, not all. This is just a very bland area. And then you enter this queue line. Yeah, again, I kind of like how much theming. You've got like a garage because it's Accelerator, and when you accelerate, you go on a car or something like that. But it just doesn't add up to the park and what they're trying to fit it around. Because if you think cars is like, especially when you've got all this stuff. I mean, yeah, fair play to them. They've actually done quite a good job, and especially with the cars here, they're not static, but the strobe lighting's changed. You've got the TV screens here. Not all of them are on, and then they've literally just replaced this with Nitro NO2, which is like nitrogen. N2O, sorry, nitrous. Which again used to have strobe lighting in, they don't have to use that anymore. It'd be pretty cool to see if they made it transparent so you can actually see through it. You've got different plans. Now this area here wasn't themed last time for Ben 10. This area is now themed. It's got more lighting in this area. It's less dark. And then you do have that TV screen there. I didn't see that on the last time I went to Drayton Manor, which is pretty concerning. So that is the difference between Ben 10 Ultimate Mission and the theming of Accelerator. However, that all leads down to what is better in terms of ride system and the ride intensity. Now, when I went back on it in Ben 10 Ultimate Mission back in 2011, I have to say it was so much better. It was so much quicker, so much more intense, had much more whippier illusions. And if you did see on that previous video, I did point it out, that at the start there was this piece of theming on the track. Maybe you have to see in a minute. Firstly, you've got these little antenna things, which were green and suit Ben 10. You had like Ben 10 Ultimate stuff here. There you got Ben 10 Ultimate Mission. I'm not quite sure what this was here for. It's still there nowadays. You've got the same old facade which you have now. And then you've got this really cool thing here. Now this is like a laser gun which Ben 10 used to have. Now this used to be on Accelerator, I can't lie. I don't get why it was still on Accelerator. And then they got rid of it when they did the retheming with the Old West Frontier Falls. But, you know, it's a really, really good aspect of theming, because it seems like you've been shot down and, you know, you've just come out to Omnitrix. It's really, really good theming in that ride. And you could just go around and have also these little things here, like you've got them to look at. Those are like power things. They look so much better with Ben 10 than they do now. I mean, you've got a garage. Why would you need huge antennas for garage? I don't know. But like I said, it's more intense with Ben 10 than it is Accelerator. I swear they have really knocked down the speed of Accelerator, because Accelerator is like, oh, you go at the top, you wait there a little bit, and you go snooze. But I swear they've got trim brakes somewhere, like the trim on the brakes, I swear somewhere it's just a bit. Or maybe just got old. I mean, if it has got old, it is what it is. So that is why I like Ben 10 Ultimate Mission better, because theming was there. It has some really good interactive screens. It was dark. It was it had a really good storyline to it. It played its part. and you didn't just like feel like you just entered a garage. You want to know before you actually go in what you are heading into. And Accelerator says a lot. You can accelerate on a plane, you can accelerate on anything, and it really, you can accelerate on an Omnitrix, I can't lie. That is just how misleading that whole title is. And if it was Accelerator, could it be something to do with engines instead of cars? Because, like I said, you can accelerate in anything. You can accelerate while speeding or walking, and you wouldn't know what that theming is about. However, the wide logo really does give it away with cars. But yet again, you've still got speed dials. That is the exact same. You can have them on planes, you can have them on trains, ferries, speedboats. You just don't know. And that's why I like Ben 10 Ultimate Mission, because first you've got an ultimate mission, you're on a mission, you're getting there, it's quick and easy. But I also understand that this is an IP I'm talking about, compared to the Drayton Manor Park, which they actually had to do themselves. So that's one or two things which I have to say is it's a disadvantage, the fact that you've got an IP taking over a ride when you've got Drayton Manor. I'm talking about two comparisons here of the same ride. Now, that really does lead to the question of what is being done to Accelerator in the future, because Accelerator is currently standing in Frontier Falls, like I mentioned at the start of this video, and there hasn't been much change to it. However, there has been change to the exterior of the ride. Now, if I search at Accelerator, please say it comes up, because if it doesn't, then I'm not sure how I'm meant to Drayton Manor. That's the wrong people. I don't think that's Accelerator 2024 at all. Where is Accelerator 2024? I don't think actually I didn't like it. It has static displays on the first area of Accelerator in the theming, which I think is really concerning. Is it the plans? Is that the plans? I think I've just found the plans of the Accelerator. No, I don't think I did, but oh well. I mean, that does look like Accelerator. Anyways, sorry, I'm getting off course here. I need to look for Accelerator in 2024, because if not, I'm a little bit doomed. Let's look for exterior, shall we? Exterior. Oh, let's just go on Theme Park Worldwide, new YouTube channel. Shout out to Theme Park Worldwide. I really didn't want it to come to this, but it's the only way I can show you guys what I'm on about. Theme Park Worldwide 2024, Drayton Manor. Drayton Manor 2024. No, but I'm looking for videos, and I'm looking for their latest vlog. I don't think I have their latest vlog. How do I not have their latest vlog? Drayton Manor and Frontier, no. Right, I'm sorry about this. Very, very sorry about this. Okay, I can't find it, unfortunately, which I think is really, really concerning. However, the Accelerator has a really, 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 really cool exterior, because personally it fits well into the theming. I really need to find this. Here it is. This is not it. That is not it. What the hell's this? Just give me theme park. Oh, I got it. I got it.
Hello and
Welcome to theme park. There we are.
friends. I think I'll have a ride on Accelerator whilst we're down here now.
Yeah, give me the exterior of Accelerator.
We'll head back to the haunting later on because yeah, it's not open at the moment.
Please, give me
them changes that were implemented from Halloween.
There we are. Got the theming of Accelerator. Thank you, Theme Park Worldwide. So here we go. This is now the theming of Accelerator. Absolute plain. It used to be like really colourful graffiti. It's plain, and we've also got wood up here. Someone please tell me what is going on with this roller coaster. It's gone through at least 3 transformations in the last 5-6 years, and it's just one of those coasters which really doesn't fit into the land at all. First, you've got these huge antennas. Which, yet again, what's that got to do with what's that got to do with anything? And it's just got an entrance sign there, very bland. The Accelerator logo's there, but it's not seen as Accelerator much. It's just very, very, very bland, I can't lie. And that is a very, very concerning thing. So, what will happen in the future for this theming? Well, we've seen it gone from Ben 10, we've seen it go to Accelerator, so could it, and then we've seen some sort of like electric company come along. So could it be themed to like some sort of electric company? I mean, it clearly says electric company. So, could we see it be electric inside? Something like, what's the name? Voltron at Portaventura. That would be pretty cool to see. Is it Voltron? But oh boy. Is it Europa Park? I think it's Europa Park. The park's new ride. I think it's named. Yeah, it is Voltron Nevera. There you go. Could we see something like that? Voltron Nevera come along. It is an electric company in the 16th. No, not even the 16th. It's like God knows what Frontier Falls is. Drayton Manor Park. This is like my lack of knowledge of Drayton Manor. I am very, very sorry about this, guys. Really sorry. Frontier Falls. Yeah, but what year are you talking? 18 something, 16, 15, 13, 1400s? Oh look, Frontier Falls. Frontier Falls has the words Accelerator on the area of Falls Fires. So, could that mean that Accelerator is getting a whole new theme? It definitely does, especially with the name change of their new ride. They're slowly getting into that, and hopefully they can do that during the latter part of the year. Anyways, I am going to go now. It'll be really cool to see something like a Voltron Nevera kind of ride element, you know, with electric company. Get rid of the acceleration and the whole go-kart, no, the car beaming inside. I mean, that's really got nothing to do with Accelerator anymore. And it's got nothing to do with the area it sits in, and it just doesn't make any sense. You go in there to find out, oh look, it's a modern ride. Hello, how was Towers was amazing, but I'll give my full reviews later on. But yeah, it was one of those things. It was very, I mean, having Accelerator being what it is now, it just doesn't make any sense. You go from a Western themed area to, oh look at this ride. It's situated in Frontier Falls. It's got modern technology. It doesn't make any sense. So, like I said, it'd be really cool to see that area and that whole theming become different within Accelerator. It would just make it so much better, and it'll just keep up with the part it's in. However, I'm gonna go. Please remember to subscribe and smile always, and tell me your thoughts of Accelerator or Ben 10 Ultimate Mission, as you know it as. And what do you think the future holds for this ride? Do you think they'll remove it? Do you think they'll keep it? I'm not sure. There's a lot going on with this ride, and it's just one of those things. Anyways, smile always. Bye, guys. Oh.